Hello YouTube viewers and random Doctor Who fans. Continuing with my ongoing look at the new 3 3/4 inch scale figure range, today we'll be reviewing this, which is the 2013 Cyberman from the Neil Gaiman episode Nightmare in Silver. And here it is in its packaging, which is the same for all the other figures, so I'm not going to go into detail about it. It shows off the toy and its accessory nicely, while on the back there's some images of the other toys and play sets and figures available, and a ton of legal garb plus that Scan Me panel thingy. So that does it for the box. Let's open it up and take a look at the figure itself. So here we go, and wait a minute, this isn't right. Oh haha, very funny, that's an Iron Man figure. Yeah, I know, the new Cybermen look very similar to Iron Men, but let's not go down this path again. Alrighty, let's try again. So here we have the 3.75 inch Cyberman figure, and I have to admit, the detail looks excellent. The head sculpt looks exactly like it does in the show. We get that simplified yet sleek new face design, which is very flat and basic, yet retains those classic round black eye designs, complete with the little tear on the sides, and below them we get that black line, which of course is the mouth. On the top of the head, two of those handlebars are present, which lead down to the ear sections, while on the back of the head you can see some overlapping armour plating. The torso looks great, containing this chest plate which houses an arc reactor, or a heart of steel, I guess. Whatever. What I do particularly like, though, is that those individual panels of the shutter over the arc reactor have been included, which is some really great attention to detail. Around the rest of the torso, the detail continues to be very impressive, as the figure contains many panels of armour and various slots and vents. The abs section looks great as well, as it also contains many overlapping armour panels. The back, again, is brilliant. There are two panels on each side of this excellent metallic spinal column, while the detail on the lower section is equally well represented. The arms again have various sections of armour moulded into the plastic, and I particularly love the hands, as they include pistons, wiring and tubes. The legs again have more armour sections running down them and over his shins and down to the feet. On the bottom of those we naturally have the standard legal shebang and two peg holes. So overall for detail, it's highly impressive. When it comes to articulation, the head can, oh for the love of... Turning to articulation, the head can do the full exorcist twist, and as it's on a ball joint, it can nod forward and back, and also pivot side to side. The arm can spin through 360 degrees at the shoulder, and can come out to around 45 degrees. There is a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and it can also spin through a 360 as well, so there's no wrist articulation as a result. There's also no waist articulation, and no ab articulation either, despite the fact that this separation in the actual design of the Cybermen costumes would have made it very easy to include some articulation there. The legs are very strange, as they can't kick forward or back too well due to being hindered by the shape of the armour, but they can move out to around 45 degrees, and pivot around through 45 degrees as well, which aids their balance when on display. And of course there's a 90-degree bend at the knee, and that's it for the articulation. So it is very good, but it could have been a little bit better. When it comes to accessories, the figure comes with that standard blue DW insignia base, which comes with all of the other 3 3/4 inch scale figures. It is a little boring that all of the bases look the same, though. I would have preferred it if each base had been relevant to its corresponding figure. So perhaps this one could have been silver, and the DW logo could have been made up of wires or metallic armour or something. But the figure does slot onto the base nicely, and oh, you're having a laugh now, aren't you? Doing a size comparison, you can see the Cyberman is in scale with the other figures in this range, but when placed next to a 5-inch Cyberman, you can really get a good look at the difference in height. But the figure does look slightly out of place when next to other 3 3/4 inch figures, like all of these Iron Men, damn it! So, overall, what do I think of this toy? Well, I really like it. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that this is easily my favourite figure in this entire range. But then again, I'm slightly biased, as the Cybermen are my favourite Doctor Who enemy. The attention to detail for a 3.75 inch scale figure is excellent, but then again I've never really seen a poorly detailed Cyberman figure, as the various panels and sections of armour make for awesome looking figures. The articulation is great, the arms and legs can be posed nicely, but I would have liked to have seen some ab and ankle articulation. But as the head is on a ball joint, it can swivel around through the full 360 degrees, which is a feature that it does possess in the actual show. And on top of that, the ball joint also allows the head to be fully detached, which again comes from the episode. Talking of which, another feature I would have loved to have seen would have been the detachable hand, but I guess on a figure this small that would no doubt be an obvious choking hazard. I have heard of the variant figure in this wave, which contains the arm-mounted gun and the open arc reactor thing, but I haven't seen one in shops, and I refuse to pay the insane prices that those lucky people who did manage to obtain one are asking for on eBay. But it would be nice to eventually pick one up, as it would look nice alongside this one when on display. As I said before, I'm a very big fan of the Cybermen, and so I've picked up many of the various larger figures over the years, so it would have been great to have seen this toy released in the 5-inch scale to add to my collection. Plus, if the detail is this good on the 3 3/4 inch scale toy, imagine how great it would have looked on a bigger 5-inch figure. And so that does it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there are plenty more reviews online. Thank you again for watching, and remember to keep following the nerd, for crying out loud. That's it. Seriously, who the hell keeps swapping these figures? I swear I'll hunt you down and beat you to death with a spatula. You hear me? A spatula!